This week, we're in Countryside, Illinois, a small town with just over 6,000 people. We were recommended to go to Mainstreet Wine and Spirits, a father and daughter-run business that's been open for roughly 40 years. As soon as you walk in, there's a display case with plenty of rare gems inside of it, and a lot of overstock deals like 4 Roses small batch for only $28. In addition to being some of the nicest owners that we've ever met, what really sets Mainstreet apart from other stores is that they take recommendations from some of their loyal customers to stock on their shelves. Even though we're not the biggest fans of Maker's Mark, this 2024 At the Heart release is one we actually enjoyed. However, real estate on our shelves is pretty thin right now. We've never seen Early Times Fire Eater before. How many versions of Fireball does Sazerac need? We know that everyone has their own opinion about Caribou Crossing, but we're glad to see that these are getting a little bit easier to find. They also have just about every flavor of Flintstone vitamins that you could need. And soon we'll be releasing a Patreon and YouTube channel members video with a budget battle blind flight between the entire Benchmark line. For all of our 4 Roses fans, they have a nice selection of small batch and small batch select, as well as a single barrel proof. We forgot to get the mash bill on it, so you'll have to find out for yourself. This Russell's Reserve single barrel was tempting, but we've made too many off-camera purchases this month, so we're gonna skip it for now. We're starting to see these 4 Roses sample packs popping up everywhere. We're curious, but we're wondering if anybody has tried it and if they can tell the difference. Not the best prices we've seen for Shanks and Bombergers, but if you still need it, they have it. We recently tried a pour of this Dexter bourbon. We wouldn't call it a top 3 whiskey of the world, but it is better than we expected. This Kentucky Spirit is Tyrone G for whoever's looking. We recently stumbled upon an old label Rebel Yell, and we're wondering if there's any difference between the new product line and the recently discontinued stuff. Please let us know in the comments. I honestly can't remember the last time I saw this many Lucky 7s sitting on a shelf. Seems like they're getting a little bit harder to find around us. Has anybody tried Vessie's Bourbon before? The only person we've seen talk about it is Bourbon Hunter, and he didn't give any reviews. This John J. Bowman single barrel goes for up to $100 around us, so to find it sitting on a shelf for $60 seems like a buy. This entire shelf is full of bottles that we haven't really seen in quite a while, including this J. Henry 2023 Cask Strength and the Bardstown series, including their brand new Silver Oak release and the new Discovery Series 12. We're still curious about the Beautiful and Damned whiskey line. Has anybody tried any of these yet? One of our favorite bottles that we tried this year was the Woodinville Applewood Stave finish. It has a really robust yet delicate flavor profile, but we already have a bottle, so we'll leave it here for now. It's great to see two baller budget bottles sitting next to each other on a shelf, like Old Grandad 114 and Very Old Barton Bonded. If you haven't picked it up yet, this Knob Creek Bourbon X Rye has incredible value inside the bottle. It won't be around for much longer, so grab it while you can. And these prices for the Buffalo Trace kosher bottles are on the lower end of the spectrum. This Elijah Craig Toasted Rye recently hit the Chicago market and we scooped one up. We can't wait to open ours up and drop a review. We also haven't seen one of these High West campfires in quite some time. Is anybody still looking for this? This Bone Snapper Straight Rye is an absolute value pour. If you haven't tried it yet, what are you waiting for? This restoration rye is about the only good thing that Castle & Key releases, and that's a hill I'm willing to die on. With a small store like this putting that much Sazerac rye out, you hope that they get some pretty sweet allocation. Their world whiskey selection is pretty impressive too, so if you're not a barley fan, it's time to bounce. To all of our Japanese whiskey drinkers, do you prefer Yamazaki 12 or Hakushu 12? Let us know below. We don't really see Tiracano single malt Irish whiskey sitting on shelves. Is this any good? The last time we saw a bottle of the Sabiki Harmony Cherry Blossom Festival, it was going for $600. It was refreshing to see a mom and pop store carrying more scotch than just the usual hitters, like Johnny Walker, Macallan, and the Glenlivet line. I'm a huge fan of the Glenmorangie line, and this 100 proof caught my attention, but I couldn't find a lot of information online. Can anybody help me out? This Glenfarclas 25 year is just something that you don't really see around. I was very tempted to get it, but $200 is a little tight on my budget today. And as always, we save all the chase bottles till the end. Some of these prices are better than most stores that we've seen, and it's nice to see that they display them proudly as soon as you walk in. There were quite a few bottles that we wanted to go home with today, but we spent so much time off camera finding things that we've been looking for a long time, and we're running out of space on our shelves. We can't wait to show you all the goodies that we found on this month's bottle haul. To get access to bottles like the ones we get, become members of our Patreon or YouTube channel. You'll get access to our private Discord where we drop information about bottles before we air our videos. Thank you again to everyone who supports our channel. If you liked the video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe for more content soon, and we'll catch you next time.